This article comes from The Motley Fool: Why Shares of First Republic Bank Are Falling Today. Shares of First Republic has fallen more than 13% today for no obvious reason, although I'm guessing it's related to the massive sell-off at SVB Financial, the parent company of Silicon Valley Bank. Shares of SVB Financial has tanked more than 41% as of their writing since the bank announced it had sold its entire available for sale bond book, taking a $1.8 billion loss. SVB had to take these actions because it's dealing with heavy deposit runoff that looks to have intensified in recent months. Management has put too many of its excess deposits early in the pandemic into bonds that ended up being too long in duration. While they run different models, I do think many investors view SVB and First Republic similar because both cater to niche, high-end wealth individuals. On its last earnings call, First Republic reported seeing deposit outflows and margin compression, so many may be worried that problems at SVB could be affecting First Republic. At the end of 2022, First Republic had unrealized losses of $471 million in its available for sale bond book and more than $4.8 billion of unrealized losses in its held to maturity bond book. So while there's exposure, it's certainly not as bad as what SVB is dealing with. So let's just go to the chart of First Republic Bank. And this is the monthly chart. We can see that it is pulling back. It hit a low today of $44.66. It's now at 73.15. Let's go to the, let's just mark that. Okay, let's go to the weekly chart. Price took out this pivot low, this pivot low, this pivot low. Really trying to find out why the price stopped here, right? And that's what I try to do when price stops going higher and reverses, or stops going lower and reverses. I try to find out where was the level of sellers and or demand. So my eye gravitates to this area here. Not in love with the zone. So you had a rally in price, had a doji candle, and then you had a rally, right? The origin of that entire move was right here. So for me, this would be the level of interest. And this rally in price is coming on low volume, right? However, if you look at this candle here, you have a lot more volume. This is the weekly though, right? So just want to compare that volume. Yeah, that's significant volume there. Okay, so let's just kind of mark off that area and go to the daily chart just to see what it looks like. So you see this candle on the daily, it's an indecision candle. Okay, so what did I mark off? Yeah, okay. See how let's just go back to the weekly chart. Okay. price is bouncing off of this area here. Okay, the upper. Alright, let's go down to the daily chart. So you got decent volume out of this candle here. It's also a breakout, right, from the pivot highs here. So this would be a nice level to consider to go long if price got back down to the $40 level. Potentially, unless this is the next bank to go bust. Although for some reason my eye gravitates to this level right here. I like this level better than that, right? Because we had too much trading to the left. So it was kind of like in equilibrium in terms of buyers and sellers. But you did have a breakout. But my eye gravitates to this. Right, you had a gap, pause in price, another gap at the $35 level. Let's just okay, so two areas of interest would be between just say 38 and 40, right, because of this breakout on decent volume, taking out the pivot highs to the left, and then this area here where we had a gap, indecision, and then another gap. Price pulled back but could not fill the gap. Okay, let's go back to the weekly. So this will be the two areas of interest for levels to potentially go long. Alright, let's look at this pivot at 45 because that's where price appeared to stop. Let's go down to the daily again. Okay, so that was earnings. You had a gap down and then price surged a lot higher. What did it react to? Nothing really to the left. Yeah, it's had a massive comeback, up roughly $27. So maybe the contagion is leveling off. However, First Republic Bank is a no touch. It remains to be seen if they are the next bank to go down. But I would pay attention to these levels at 40 and at 35. Until next time.